Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of President Cunningham and the university community, it is my pleasure to welcome you to Northwestern for our annual Spring Alumni Reunion. President Cunningham sends her regrets for being unable to attend today's events, but she is thrilled that so many alumni and former students have returned home this weekend. Before I begin what would have been President Cunningham's remarks, I want to welcome one of our own who is serving in the governance of Northwestern as a regent for the Regional University System of Oklahoma. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome Regent Jane McDermott. Northwestern is also fortunate to have a graduate serving in the Oklahoma State Senate. Would you please welcome Senator Roland Peterson and his wife Terry. I also want to extend my congratulations to this year's class of distinguished graduates who will be honored tonight. Each of you has contributed to the success and reputation of Northwestern, and we take great pride in celebrating your accomplishments this evening. I will now read from President Cunningham's prepared remarks. 1 year ago, I stood before you and announced the public beginning of the Imagine Northwestern campaign, the first comprehensive campaign in the university's long history. Our goal in numbers was to raise $28 million. Our goal in reality was to create a learning environment that would provide each student with the best possible educational experience and to ensure that Northwestern was well positioned to serve Rangers for generations to come. By all measures, the campaign has been a success. Yes, we are close to meeting our financial goal, but the impact of the campaign goes far beyond dollars raised. Your support allowed us to create the Doctor of Nursing Practice program, which will help improve access to health care across Oklahoma, particularly in rural areas of the state that do not have enough primary care providers. We continue to enhance our academic programs. As you will see in our video in just a couple of minutes, our social work program has set the standard in Oklahoma. I want to recognize Dr. Kylene Reeder, who was recently named Oklahoma's Social Worker of the Year and was honored earlier today as the recipient of the John Sheffield Teacher of the Year Award. Dr. Reeder, would you please stand and allow us to recognize you? Today, we are engaged in robotics, thanks to new lab space provided by donors. The newly created Literacy Center and Early Childhood Education Lab in the School of Education will provide students with real-life classroom experiences. And let me say without hesitation that teacher education graduates from Northwestern are the best prepared in Oklahoma. Truly, this campaign is transforming Northwestern. Thanks to our campaign, more students than ever are receiving private scholarship support from a record number of scholarship endowments. Our students are so grateful for that support, and in many cases, your scholarship contributions make the difference in a student being able to continue attending Northwestern rather than dropping out. Still, too many students are faced with the gut-wrenching decision to quit school because of financial hardship. We cannot allow the dreams of students to die because of a lack of funding. And finally, the Imagine Northwestern campaign has begun the process of renovating our campus. This fall, we expect to begin work on refurbishing the exterior of the Fine Arts Building, the oldest structure on campus. Thanks to a $1 million gift, we will replace every window in the building. And if you've seen the building, it will take all $1 million to replace every window there. A project that will breathe new life into this historic landmark. Capital projects still remain, including the renovation of our campus mall and Herod Hall Auditorium. There are renderings of both projects here this evening for you to see our vision, and they're located just around the corner as you came in. Both projects are critically important to Northwestern, particularly in our student recruitment efforts, and we will need private investment to complete those projects. I will close tonight by expressing my heartfelt gratitude for your support of Northwestern. Each of us understands the influence this special place has had on our lives. It is a place to call home. You see it in Paige Little, a young lady from the big city who has returned to Alva to practice medicine because of her love for a community. And you see it in Luis Chavez, a young man whose dreams of being a marathon runner have captivated a school and community and led him from Beaver all the way to Boston. The story of Northwestern is best told by those who live it every day. So thank you, good night, and ride, Rangers, ride.
We're very proud of our service learning component of the social work program, our student organization, SWAT. It stands for Social Workers Association of Tomorrow. They do many community projects, one being a compassion in action dignity drive, and they collect hygiene products and we donate them to nonprofit agencies. Another project that we're very proud of is our Print for Prom. It's an annual event where we collect prom dresses year-round, and in March we give away prom dresses for free. And so that is one of our most heartwarming, joyous experiences. And the whole goal of our service learning component is that we don't want students just to talk about helping others in the classroom. We want them to really implement it and learn how to do it and understand the challenges that come with it, the hard work that comes with it, and then the successes that come with it. I am so honored to have received the NASW Social Worker of the Year award. I'm humbled by it because I know what hardworking, dedicated social workers we have in the state, many that have came from the BSW program at Northwestern. And so to be recognized for the hard work and the dedication and your commitment to social justice is a very proud professional moment for myself. One of the greatest achievements in social work education is when your students are recognized for their hard work. And so Levi Sanders was also named the Undergraduate Student of the Year. This is the 6th time that our students have received this honor since 2010. And there's no one more deserving than Levi. He is a committed student inside and outside of the classroom. He's been admitted into graduate school at the University of Kansas, where he'll be studying a master's degree in social work, and he's just received a prominent international internship where he'll be studying international social work in Rome. So we're so proud of the social work program because we are able to create these opportunities for our students to really fulfill their true potential as a social worker.
Northwestern's science department is so advanced. For such a small school, it really is advanced, and it challenged me a lot. And I think it really did prepare me for PA school. And it is hard to say that because there was a lot of students that they didn't get that same one-on-one feedback that you do here at Northwestern. And I think it hurt them ultimately. And I don't think that I struggled in that way at all because I had the people there to help and teach me. Northwestern really gave me the confidence, I think, to go out there and, be who I want to be because I had all that extra time commitment from the teachers themselves, and they gave me that confidence that I can go to whatever school I want and do what I want because they believed in me and they believe in their students. Northwestern, it opened up pathways for me that I don't think would have been opened up anywhere else, especially applying to any sort of graduate level program or anything that's above a bachelor degree. It's hard to get into those programs. I think, coming from a smaller school, it gave me that confidence that I can do this. I don't have to be from a big school to go somewhere else. And my professors told me that. And anybody that I went to school with, they said, you can do this. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to be from OU or OSU or whatever it is. They tell you can do whatever you want. And I think they instilled that confidence in me to do what I can. And ultimately, I decided I wanted to give back to the community. So I came back because this is the place that made me who I am.
Before Boston, I put in 4 marathons and I was still learning the distance, the 26.2 miles it takes. And when it came to Boston, that morning of, it was terrible conditions, 30-degree weather, 20 to 30-mile headwinds. That wind was just blowing right to your face. Constant rain, so not the ideal conditions we marathoners want to run in. I met my wife at a coffee shop and she handed me my phone and it was just blowing up with text messages, phone calls, and on Facebook. And I was like, here, I'm gonna look, check it up and see what place I got. And once I got it, I think I'd shed a tear too, just because wow, my goal was to get top 100 and I got top 50. Out of 30,000 people running the Boston Marathon, I wanted to beat the odds. Not many small town kids can say, hey, I ran the Boston Marathon, I finished in such a good placing out of so many people. The community has really bonded with me. They see me running, they honk, they wave, they make sure, they get out the way so I can have room I need. It's always neat them coming into the market and asking and seeing me and saying, hey, how many miles did you run this morning? Did you get out and run? Man, if it's a bad day, they come in and say, let me guess, you were out there running in this 20-degree weather when it's snowing. The people knowing that I'm a runner here in Alva has really made me excited for this town. The community really comes together for no matter what it is, not just for me, but we're into everything. They want to know, they want to make sure they can help out in any way, and they did such a great job. For this trip, they helped me raise over $1,000 just so I wouldn't have to pay out of pocket. The community has really helped, and I thank them a lot for that. Northwestern really helped me become an adult. I came here being an 18-year-old, scared, never been away from my parents, but once I got to meet the coaches, the runners, teachers, all of us students, Northwestern really helped me become the person I am, not just running-wise, because you come here as a student-athlete first, not an athlete-student. So knowing that, I had to get a degree, I had to keep up my grades before I could even run or anything. Knowing that Northwestern has gotten me to this point, I know once I'm out there in the real world, I'll be able to know that, hey, I got the right education, the people behind me were there, always there for me. I know that no matter what happens, I can come back here and call it home.